You're listening to Short Inspirations from Ralph. Be Yourself, Part 4. You know, God has installed in us, when He created us, and He thought about this long before He made us, many talents and many gifts which are unique to you and I. And that's why I often say we can't really compare ourselves with other people because we are so unique. We've been looking at the area of giftings and how important it is to discover what's going on inside of us and how we are put together. Things we like doing, things we don't like doing, things we gravitate towards, the things that we stay away from. I want to pick up on a statement I've made in this series that when we research and assess our own talents and abilities, the mistake we can make is to say that we're fixed. That's it. We are locked in to those particular gifts. Therefore, we won't even attempt to do other stuff that is not us. However, our giftings can change, probably not in a major way, but those things which are weaker in our setup can grow stronger through use. For example, years ago I did the Myers-Briggs test and came out as an ESTJ, which is extroverted, sensing, thinking, judging. Recently I've done it again and I found out that I was introverted, sensing, thinking, judging. How does that work? You see, I like both. I like my own time, my own space, perhaps a bit of introversion. I can think, I can fish, I can do all sorts of things. But I also like being out there with people, especially if called on to do so. And there's the clue right there. During my years as a church pastor, it was required of me to be out there, to visit hospitals, to smile at people, to be amongst people, to pastor people. And that was enjoyable. But it was part of my career. It was part of what I was paid to do as well. And so some of the talents that we have and some of the unique giftings that we have can be exercised towards strength. And that's my story as well. I like being an extrovert. I like being an introvert. Another great assessment that we have done in church life over the years is an assessment called Strength Finder. It's now called Clifton Strengths, and you can find it at Gallup, GALLUP.com. And we have done this for years with the congregation and with staff in our churches. However, it's not built necessarily for churches. It can be adapted that way. It is a very, very good assessment that can actually be used for your CV, for example. It has 34 strengths, and the assessment provides the top 5, if you want, in the order that they are arranged. And because of that, there is one chance in 35 million that a person will be exactly the same as you, with the top 5 strengths in exactly the same order that you have it. My top 5 are these. Communication. I like to explain, to describe, to host, to speak in public. The next is consistency. I like a level playing field, everyone being treated equally. The next is harmony. I'm always looking for areas of agreement and avoid friction if possible. The fourth one is developer, and that's what I'm doing with these podcasts and with teaching and public speaking. I like developing other people. I like seeing the potential in others. My fifth strength is adaptability. I live in the moment. I don't see the future as a fixed destination. There are many more very descriptive strengths that they have arranged here. I know someone with futuristic. They make sense of today by the picture that's painted tomorrow. Another one is context. I know someone with that. They make sense of today by the template that has been in the past. I know someone else with arranger. They love seeing things that are disorganized and not arranged, and they pull them into order, they pull them into an arrangement. I know other people who have woo, W-O-O, which means winning others over. Everyone seems to be a friend to them, and so if you're walking down the street in a public place, they will see this person and that person, and there are no strangers in the world, there are only friends to be found. And so I would highly recommend, in this whole area of being yourself, who you are meant to be, in doing some of these very handy and useful assessments that I've been talking about, then it's a good idea to talk to someone about them once you've done that. God bless you.